Hello everyone, welcome to PUC Online Classroom. Today I am going to continue our lesson, okay? And the first activity that I'm going to start talking about is activity number 7. How have you changed? So this activity is about listening, but maybe we can try without listening, okay? And check those that are true about you, okay? So let's try all together. Number 1. When I was a kid, I used to be very messy, but now I'm very neat. Think about that. Is it true for you? Maybe yes, or maybe not. I don't know. Okay, but for me, yes. So I checked this. When I was a kid, I used to be very messy. Okay, so it's just like we didn't care how we looked at the time, but now it is different, right? So I checked the first one. Number 2, I didn't used to collect anything, but now I do. So in the past and now I don't even pass, and now let's say I don't collect anything, so I don't check for this. All right, but you might have collected something, I don't know, okay, in the past, and now you don't. Okay, number 3, I never used to play sports, but now I like to keep fit. Okay, think about that. Okay, so maybe you didn't care about that in the past, playing sports, but now you do. Okay, number 4, I never used to worry about money, but I do now. Yes, for me, yes, I checked this one. Number 4, and you also the same thing, I guess. Number 5, I used to have a lot of hobbies, but now I don't have any free time. That's correct, I have no free time. So I check number 5. Number 6, I didn't used to follow politics, but now I check headlines online every day. That's correct. You know, it will be time for you to start talking about, or thinking about, or reading, or wanting to know um, um, the politics, okay, when it comes to a certain age in your life. Okay, number 7, when I was younger, I used to care a lot about my appearance. Now I'm too busy to care how I look. So when I was younger, I used to care a lot about my appearance. Now I'm too busy to care how I look, as you can see right here. So I think I checked this one. Okay, because you also check this, I guess, because probably when we were young, we didn't know anything, but now we grow up and we know a lot of things, so that it should be different. All right, so you can do by yourself right here. If you think that it's true for you, then you check. If you don't, that's okay, you don't check. All right, okay, so let's go to number 8, which is about grammar focus. Used to. So what is used to? Used to refers to something that you regularly did in the past but don't do anymore. So what is it exactly? Regularly did in the past but don't do anymore. So it can be a past habit. Alright, so let me explain you details about that. So here come habits with used to, but habit here is not about present, not just future, it's only in the past. Okay, so right here we have A. We use used to plus infinitive, you know that, to talk about past habits, just like this example. He used to walk to school when he was a child. He walked regularly in the past, but he doesn't walk to school now. Okay. I used to play volleyball when I was younger, but I stopped playing 10 years ago. I played, so the meaning is I played volleyball regularly in the past, but I don't play now. Okay. So this is about habit. And we also can use used to in another case. We also use used to for the past situations which are no longer true. It's just like we did, but we don't do it anymore. All right, it's just like this. She used to be slim when she was younger, not now. I used to live in Sinnotville, but I moved here in 1997, not now. All right, so that is only the past situation, and it is no longer true. All right, it's no longer true in the present. So here are the forms of this. So we have positive, subject, used to, and verb. So we don't add s or es with whatever subjects right here. Okay, and then negative, we say didn't, and use, remember that we don't have d at the end. However, if it is a positive sentence, then we have with d, but whenever with negative, we don't have d. All right, because we use auxiliary verb didn't already. Okay, which is in a negative. When never is used in negative statements, it follows the rule for positive structure. Okay, the same thing if it is a negative, we use did not, but never is also negative adverb. But it doesn't mean that we have to omit D right here. Okay, it does not affect at all, so we just leave D as it is. So just like this example, I never used to play. Okay, so with still with D, but if we change never to did not, then use must be different, so you have to use only SUE. All right, so without D at the end. For the question, we just move did to the front of the subject, and the same we don't add D because we already use auxiliary verb right here. Okay, did you use to fly a kite? Things like that. All right, so that's it for used to, everyone. And if you have questions, you can ask me in our Telegram group chat. Okay, and below is your practice, so you can just practice by doing these exercises. Okay, so we have two exercises. Okay, but letter B, second one is a little bit different because you have to use simple past and used to. Remember, simple past is only the action that happened in the past. Used to is about habit in the past. So make sure that you can find the differences whenever you make question with this answer. Okay, so because the answers are given just like this, so you need to make question, and remember it can be yes, no, it can be WA question. All right, so make sure that you take a look at the question carefully, and it can be past simple and also used to. Okay, so when you do this, make sure that you pay attention to the answer. All right, because the answer will tell you exactly whether you should use past simple or used to. Okay, all right, so that's it for this, and we'll go back to the lesson a little bit, and here is your homework as well, your practice. So you can just go to this conversation, everyone, all right, and then fill in, all right, or complete the questions and answer by using did use, used to. And if it is a question, then you have to use did. If it is a negative, you have to use didn't. All right, hopefully you get it. And next session, I will finish everything. All right. Okay, that's it for today, everyone. If you have questions, once again, leave me question in our Telegram group chat. Thank you so much. Goodbye.